Well, and everyone's ripping Austin to shreds right now.
It's like a known thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
God. It's fine, bro. I need it. I need it. I needed it so bad.
And faces lawsuits over alleged stalking and trespassing. Wait.
It's very clear that Austin is not taking it well at all. You see, he has been posting some very bizarre videos to social media since the divorce.
What should I do, y'all? Hopefully I don't have the C word. Should I go to the hospital just to, like, make sure?
We're just whacking you over there.
Okay,
over it, kid.
Calm down. Listen.
I just
Hey,
my
I
mom's
got...
to just call it a freaking day.
Is this the person who owned the home that he was saying was Catherine's when he was in the RV living outside her home?
Still see, like, through the tree a little bit. I can still see Catherine's house through the tree, so that makes me feel safe.
But
Why would he
was just some random person's house and they're upset?
why would he leave? But like, why would he even do that?
Austin Mcbroom is in fear of heading to jail anytime soon. Austin is in the jaws of a lawsuit that could shut him down forever. Of course, this is not the first lawsuit that Austin is facing, only that this time he won't have the support he had in the past lawsuit incidents. This lawsuit revolves around alleged stalking and trespassing on Brittany Collison's property. As if that wasn't enough to do the trick, he has even been hit by a restraining order because of Brittany's fear for her safety.
And I was trying to do everything I could to just make her vanish. But she couldn't leave my mind. Like, it was as if she was permanently in my head. Damn. Oh my God.
Yes, it has gotten that bad for Austin. And let us straight away dive into his messy lawsuit. Brittany Collison filed a civil complaint in Los Angeles County Superior Court in November. You remember around August when we highlighted that Austin was acting out and losing himself because of his breakup with Catherine, trashing home and showing his breakdown moments. Turns out that the home where he was carrying out all of that drama was never his. And get this, he had technically just broken into someone's home to stage those clips.
It's hard to breathe in here. God damn. It's one thing after another. I'm trying to get my breath back. You guys do not understand. You know what you got? When you feel like the world is falling apart on you, it is falling apart. It is.
Can I call her? Not Kathy. Not Kathy.
Yeah, well, anyone who's in your future,
I
yeah.
can
Other women, beautiful other women,
I
yeah,
can call
why
her
not?
right now?
Yeah, sure.
Or do I have to let time pass before it starts rejuvenating?
One watching those videos now would have thought it was his place that he was creating all the chaos at, and it was okay not to be okay, only to find out that he made not one but many skits from this address that was never his to begin with, and to make matters worse, without the owner's approval or consent even. That was so shady of Austin. We expected anything from him but this kind of behavior. Anyway, the lawsuit basically accuses Austin of international infliction of emotional distress, stalking, harassment, and trespass, claiming that he entered into her home without her consent and took disruptive videos and posted them on Snapchat, including her home address, that caused her many security issues. According to the lawsuit, Austin made a skit of him pretending to be moving in Brittany's house on August 6th, and then the disruptive one on August 19th, pretending to be chased out of a home that he wasn't invited into initially.
He was in front of her house?
Yeah, and Mcbroom appears to have pretended to move out or get kicked out of the home, though he had never
did it
lived
in her
though he had
yard?
never lived there. Yeah, so the house, this is the
dumb.
person who owned the house, because that house probably then started getting like Ace Family people coming and knocking on the door, and they have nothing to do with anything.
How could you film that in someone else's yard?
This is all hilarious. Now that we know the behind the scenes in depth, Austin invaded someone's home in the names of filming content. Wow. The lawsuit, according to the People magazine, reads, Austin allegedly went to Collinson's home on the morning of 19th August and proceeded to record a video of himself performing a loud and disruptive skit wherein he feigned emotional distress, loudly vocalizing, scattering personal effects, and significantly disturbing the tranquility of Brittany's home and the neighborhood. Basically, Brittany narrates that Austin not only disrupted her home, but even inconvenienced her neighbors around, who probably thought it was a guest of hers that caused the chaos in the neighborhood.
So as you know, Austin's kind of going insane on his Snapchat right now, and the viewers are eating it up. But as you can see, those dots up there, it's not showing the full thing, but those are how many posts he has in that entire day. And after averaging the posts for 3 days, it came out to 70 per day. So if we take 70 posts times $5,000, remember, just in the middle, not even the high end, we get $350,000 in one day, because 70 posts were in one day. So he knows what he's doing, and he's just going to keep doing it until the attention dies out.
Anyhow, continuing with the lawsuit, it narrates that Mcbroom appears to have pretended to move out or get kicked out of the home, though he has never lived there. Neither Collinson or her roommates had extended permission to Mcbroom for entry onto the property, the recording of any activities, or the dissemination of such recordings on any platform. The lawsuit further talks about how the videos Austin posted breached Britney's privacy, stating that several of these videos very obviously included Collison's home address, as they showed the exterior of her home with a clear street view and address numbers. This belligerent act by Mcbroom violated Colin's privacy and caused her substantial emotional distress and fear of the consequences resulting from publication of her home address to millions of strangers.
Yeah, so the house, this is the person who owned the house, because that house probably then started getting like Ace Family people coming and knocking on the door, and they have nothing to do with anything.
How could you film that in someone else's yard?
Because you're Austin Mcbroom and you're a
I complained further states that Mcbroom had never lived at the property and that neither Collison nor her roommate had given him permission to enter or film the scene.
The lawsuit explains that later that day, Austin allegedly posted a series of videos to his Snapchat account, and that after the videos were released, Britney experienced a significant increase in unwanted and threatening visits to her home. Britney claims that strangers showed up at her home uninvited, leaving her in constant fear for her safety and the safety of her home. The complaint claims that Austin had just filmed an online dating show, Austin's Looking for Love, which he debuted in July via his YouTube channel, The Ace Family Vlogs. The subsequent episodes shared on his YouTube channel featured videos with several ladies or contestants as he supposedly looks for his new love. He then thought it wise to host another episode in Britney's house, which attracted, of course, a number of contestants into someone else's home without her consent. But since her roommate took part as a participant, that case was considered somehow permitted. But then, noting that the August 19th incident had not been permitted in any manner.
That didn't help.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
nice to meet you finally.
Yes, wow. Great hug.
It's been a long
Really
conversation.
nice big hug.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
How are you?
I'm great. Would you like to sit down? Go ahead, you can sit, sit here.
Yeah,
I don't think she fits in there. This one is probably a little bit more.
Okay.
That's comfortable, yeah.
I'll just.
That's a beautiful RV. But,
Thank you so much.
but you know, if we're gonna be dating, then you need a bigger car for sure.
As a result of the emotional distress caused by the events, Britney was forced to move out of her own home and had to pay double rent for at least a month, incurring the financial burden on her. So basically, the whole lawsuit is seeking damages for the emotional and financial toll the incident allegedly caused. However, that was not all. Austin is also facing a restraining order currently. Britney says that her roommate participated in the show, but she rejected Austin when he tried to make advances. In the lawsuit, Britney highlighted that she worries that he might retaliate in some manner, which is not an out-of-the-world conclusion because Austin is known for his chaotic mannerisms, and it is not unheard of for him to retaliate. Britney went depth in explanation according to the suit, which stated, given Mcbroom's pattern of conduct, Collinson was in fear that Mcbroom would come back to Collinson's home in an effort to make contact with and or harass Collinson's roommate or create more content for his online followers. And so this submission led to the issuing of a temporary restraining order to prevent Austin from publishing in any manner anything related to Collinson due to his history of publishing legal battles on social media.
Lawsuit is seeking damages for the emotional and financial toll. Looks like she's just looking for her 40K.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everybody, he'll pay her out. 40K. If he paid that,
That should cover the moving costs.
and is certainly leading an interesting life.
This basis of the restraining order is to deter Austin from even approaching their property, given he made himself welcome to their home anytime he wanted without permission. So, the order had to be put in place in fear of an abrupt visit from Austin, and also to ensure that if one of those happened, he would see himself in a police cell. With all this, Austin has emulated an uncontrollable and creepy behavior, because how do you just wake up out of the blue and impose yourself in someone's home and pull all of those videos and disruptive behavior and expect not to face any consequences? That is so much boldness, if you ask me. Austin's erratic behavior ever since he parted ways with his partner, Catherine Pierce, was first seen when he lived in an RV that he allegedly parked directly behind Catherine's house. However, the RV was later supposedly repossessed, although it's unclear if the incident was staged or not, considering his great acting skills. So, anyway, it was after the breakup that Austin decided to divert his frustrations and content to his Snapchat audience, who have really made him a fortune. He recently even bragged about earning more than $100 a day off his Snapchat on the podcast with his brother, Landon Mcbroom. These videos that he posted daily garnered him roughly 300 million views, with a character he made up of someone that was breaking down because of the breakup.
For those of you that don't know, Snapchat pays a lot more for its creators than TikTok does. So as you can see, Snapchat pays their influencers anywhere between $500 and $10,000 a post. But keep in mind, you only need thousands of followers in order to make this. So if we look at someone like Austin Mcbroom, as you can see, he has 7.5 million followers, so his payout's likely on the higher end. So since that range is so big and he is likely to be on the higher end, I'm still just gonna do 5,000 for the math so you can see like the minimum. So as you know, Austin's kind of going insane on his Snapchat right now and the viewers are eating it up. But as you can see, those dots up there, it's not showing the full thing, but those are how many posts he has in that entire day. And after averaging the posts for 3 days, it came out to 70 per day. So if we take 70 posts times $5,000, remember, just in the middle, not even the high end, we get $350,000.
Now, I wonder what his fans are now thinking after finding out that actually the content they were enjoying was all stage managed. Behind the scenes, and all the plots they saw Austin at, he had accessed them illegally. It will truly be disappointing for them, and considering he had just been outed by Cole Carrigan for allegedly covering up an abuse crime from the past with $40,000. So, Austin still pulling shady moves might make his support deteriorate with every scandal that he gets involved in.
And the man bought himself an RV. And what's funny about this is that he parked the RV outside of Catherine's house, like literally like 30 feet from her house. And in his Snapchat, he said, "Oh, I can see your house through the trees. It makes me feel safe." So bro is parked outside the house because he wants to make sure that Michael B. Jordan isn't going in there. Like, he is on high alert. But the funny thing is that he got kicked out. Somebody ratted him out. And I low-key feel like it's Catherine that ratted him out. And he had to move his RV because it's not allowed to be on the street in their neighborhood.
Well, at least he has the money to settle Britney's lawsuit with the money he made off his property. But will he be able to win over his audience's trust again after all these ongoing controversies? Will he not violate the restraining order that was placed on him? What do you think is his next move? Will he make a video addressing this issue? What are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe to keep updated on more celebrity buzz.